Hey guys, hope you guys are doing awesome. So if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know that skincare is something that I talk about often because unfortunately I have very sensitive acne prone skin that scars really easily. So I feel like I'm always battling, a pimple that's coming or a mark that I have to get rid of. But I wanted to just do like a quick video. Hopefully it's quick. I can be long-winded, but I wanted to just try to do a video on some of my favorite spot treatments because although there's a lot of products that we treat like our entire face for, like I mentioned, I use acne.org, and I'll leave a link in the description box if you want to go see that. But I use the benzoyl peroxide from that system for my entire face. But sometimes you have just like a massive pimple or just a specific pimple that you want to target and you want like a really good spot treatment. So like I said, I have a few here that I like to use. I'll show you what I have. Some that you put on your face for overnight, some that you can kind of wear out during the day. It just depends on when you're trying to treat your pimple. But yeah, so okay, the first thing I'll do is I'll go with this mask. So there's a few masks that I really love. I really love the Glam Glow, things like the clay mask. And then I really love this Peter Thomas Roth Therapeutic Sulfur Mask. It's an acne treatment mask. So yeah, I'll just tell you quickly about it. It's 10% sulfur, clears acne, oil absorbing, deep pore cleansing, soothing aloe, purifying kaolin, and bentonite clays. So the first thing to remember, if you're going to use a mask to spot treat or to just target your whole face, if you have oily acne prone skin, it's good to use a clay mask because that just kind of like sucks everything out and dries it up. So this is one that I really love. Like this is like my favorite clay mask, and if I'm not using this all over my face, I will definitely just take like a little Q-tip or a little brush or something and spot treat with it, and I'll just leave it on during the day if I'm at home or at night, and it just kind of dries it up really well. So that's an option for a mask. Another option, if you want to leave something on if you're not going anywhere overnight, is this Kate Somerville Eradicate. So I know there's also a Mario Badescu one. I don't remember the exact name of it. I think that one has mostly salicylic acid in it. This one has a little bit of salicylic acid, but this one is mostly sulfur, which for me, I found, two things. There's salicylic acid and there's benzoyl peroxide and there's sulfur and all that. Two of the main things that a lot of acne products use is benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid. So for years and years, and I didn't notice this till a few years ago, I was using a lot of products that had salicylic acid in it. And then when I started using products that had benzoyl peroxide in it, I realized for my skin at least, benzoyl peroxide was much more effective. Like salicylic acid, like it just never really worked for my skin, but a product that has benzoyl peroxide in it or sulfur works so much better. But I prefer this one. They're both the same concept. It's that clear product at the bottom and then the pink solution at the top, and you just dip a Q-tip in it to get both products, and then you just spot treat it, and it's really going to just kind of dry that pimple up. It's best to put any kind of spot treatment on right when you see it coming. Like if you see like a little bump or something on your face before it's actually come up, I know it's kind of gross, that's when you want to catch it so that it doesn't get bigger and you can kind of like get rid of it, or at least minimize the time that it's on your face before it's like huge and then now you're trying to treat it. So this is like my favorite spot treatment right now if I'm going to put something on that I can't go outside with. That one also too, which is really great. I haven't tried these yet, but I've had these. I bought these to travel with. This is the same thing, except it's already in a Q-tip for you. So when you're traveling, you don't have to worry about carrying this like glass bottle with a solution in it. You just have these like pre-packaged Q-tips that I think you just kind of snap, and then the clear solution flows to the bottom of the cotton swab, which has the pink solution on it, and then you can just kind of spot treat on it. And that's great because one of these will probably be enough for you to use if you're away for a few nights and you have a breakout. I said breakout like it was something else, I don't know. Okay, another thing, this is by Mario Badescu, and this is a buffering lotion. So this one also has a bit of a like yellowish kind of solution at the top and then a white solution at the bottom, and this one you mix. With this one and the Mario Badescu one, you're not supposed to mix it, but this one you are supposed to mix, and then you just kind of put it on your finger and dab it on the pimple. And this one is specifically for like I guess it's called like cystic acne, like if you have like a really stubborn bump that's underneath that doesn't seem to want to go away. This is the kind of thing that you might want to treat with it if nothing else seems to be working, and just kind of like pat that on your face and let it dry on there. Another option for spot treating, if you're not going anywhere, which is old school, everybody should have this in their house, but they might not, but everybody should, is toothpaste. But to be specific, maybe you don't have the paste kind, you might have the gel, but if you want to use toothpaste on your face for a pimple, make sure it's the paste. The gel is not going to work. So if you have like a white paste, then that should work well. Only thing with this is to be careful, because I think I've done this before, like way back in the day. Just put too many things on my face or put too much toothpaste, and then it kind of like, I want to say kind of like burns your skin. Not burns your skin like if you were to touch fire, but it might kind of like scab your skin. So just use a very small amount directly on that pimple. And that's like a quick old school way to just kind of dry it up. And then my option for if you want to put a spot treatment on when you have to go somewhere, I've repurchased this so many times, and this is the Murad Acne Spot Fast Fix, and this is 3.5% benzoyl peroxide, and I'll just put this on that area that's breaking out. Usually like after I've done my whole face routine, I'll put it on that area before I do my makeup. And yeah, I mean, I feel like it either like brings it up if it's coming so that it can be gone and you can get rid of it, or it'll kind of like dry up that pimple that might be there. So those are all the things that are going to dry it up and treat it and help it go away, or at least lessen the time. So this next one that I have, so like I said, these are all these products have like benzoyl peroxide or sulfur in it, which although it's really great for sucking out those toxins and drying up your pimple, it's gonna leave your skin a bit dry. So you want to make sure you're moisturizing that with whether it's your oils or your moisturizer. But what I like to do also is to use this Lucas Paw Paw ointment, and I think this is like an Australian thing. I got mine on Amazon. You can use this for everything. It says a local topical application for minor burns and scalds, sunburn, gravel rash, cuts, and minor open wounds, insect bites, splinters, and nappy rash. I think nappy rash is what they call a diaper rash. Because for the longest I was like, what the heck is nappy rash? But I think it's a diaper rash on babies. So this is really good. So a couple of things. So I will use this if I have a pimple that just popped, whether I popped it, which I know I shouldn't be, or it just popped on its own. I will put this on that area overnight. And it's a clear ointment, so you can go out in the day with it too if you want. But I'll put that on the pimple, and it just like closes it up and heals it really, really well, so that it's not going to get worse, which is really good. Or like I said, if that area is kind of like dry from the product that you've used, then I'll just put a little bit of this ointment. And like I said, it's an ointment. You can use it on your lips, everything, but it's an ointment, so you don't want to go overboard with it. You just want to put just a tiny bit and just kind of spread it on that area, and then it prevents it from getting like overly dry. So I think that's pretty much it. Any kind of clay mask that you have, that's really good as well. But yeah, this is, like I said, just a couple things I wanted to show you guys that I really love to treat those stubborn pimples that just get in your way and ruin your life, and you just want to at least minimize the time that it's on your face or completely get rid of it. So if you guys have used any of these and you love them, let me know. If you have any suggestions on things that you've tried and you really love, let me know as well. I'm always trying new products, which is probably why I mess up my skin. Like, I don't know if you guys are like that too, but my skin will be doing so good and I'm like, okay, my skin's great, but for some reason I just want to try something new, and then that messes me up and breaks me out all over again. Or I try something new because I'm like, dang, what I'm using is not working, I just need to discover something new, and then that just makes my skin worse. So it's best just to keep a simple routine. Like, if you see it's working, just stick with it. Don't try to go out and find something that's better and more effective. Just stick with what you're using, unless you have that kind of skin that is just like super strong and doesn't get affected by anything, which is not mine. My skin is so sensitive and so acne prone, and every time I get a pimple I get a mark, and I'm trying to get rid of the mark, and then here comes another pimple. So it's a struggle. is definitely a struggle. But the Acne.org system, like I mentioned, has been the most effective thing that I've used in years that's worked. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you are, so I know if I should do other skincare type videos like this. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat on my loves too. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.